Hi, my name's Andrew, and I've just recently completed a Hitch Fit program, and I just want to take the time to do a testimonial for Micah and the amazing process I went through to put myself through a transformation. I'm from Australia. I'm 42 years old, and when I started the program with Micah, I weighed 127.6 kilos, or 281.3 pounds. I did a 16-week lose weight, feel great program, and then at about the 12-week mark, Micah and I decided to extend it to 20 weeks just to get my body fat down to closer to where my end goal was, which I'm almost at now. But certainly very happy with the results I got from 20 weeks. Blown away, you could say. At the end, I weighed 99.3 kilos, or 218.5 pounds, and I went from 35.3% body fat down to 12.6. So the loss is a loss of 28.3 kilos, 62.8 pounds, and 22.7% in body fat. So it was well beyond my wildest expectations for the program. I was wearing size 46-inch pants when I started, and just right at the end I bought myself size 36 pants. My 38s were getting a little too loose, so that's only one size above the pants I was wearing when I was a 23-year-old guy playing a very serious representative level basketball. So I never in my wildest dreams thought I could get back to that, so I've got Micah's program to thank for that. Basically, as I alluded to, I was a very fit young guy, but my eating habits weren't great. So I trained like crazy, and that allowed me to get away with eating whatever I wanted. But then, as soon as I started a family and settled down and stopped playing basketball seriously, then the weight just piled on very quickly, and I just kept eating the same. And now I've learned that it's a bit cliche, but 80% of your goals is related to nutrition, and you can work as hard as you want in the gym, but without the nutrition you won't get there. So I was basically, ever since I put the weight on, I was always trying to get back off it, and I just could never get it done. A couple of years back I hired a trainer in Australia, and I was getting good results, and then within only in a month or 2 or 3 months after hiring that trainer, I was awarded a job overseas and moved overseas, and then I fell back into some bad habits and wasn't with a trainer, and struggled for another year or two trying to get the weight off. I kept going to websites and picking up programs and diets, and I couldn't stick with anything longer than 3 or 4 weeks. I just kept changing my program and my diet every 3 or 4 weeks. Was driving my wife crazy with it. I just couldn't get it done on my own. I knew I needed some help, and I knew I needed something personalised, and I needed the confidence that the program that was written for me was written for the exact goals I wanted to achieve, and that's what I felt like I wasn't getting from these programs I was just sourcing online anonymously. So anyway, I'm a regular visitor at bodybuilding.com, and I'd come across a couple of references to this Hitch Fit, and then eventually I saw this transformation. Chad Evans is the guy's name, I believe. He's a SWAT officer in Kansas, I think, and his transformation just blew me away. The guy, he didn't just lose weight, he just looked super fit at the end of it, and he lost all this fat around his stomach that I didn't think was possible. I thought I'd gotten to a point where I'd done like irreparable damage to my body, and I just couldn't get some of that fat off anymore. I just thought it was age fat, and I wouldn't be able to get rid of it. And when I saw Chad's transformation, it just blew me away, and it just gave me the one thing I thought I needed, was hope, belief. And from that point on, I just knew I had to contact Micah and just find out more, and I just knew I had to give it one more shot, and just completely commit to the program. And this was back against the wall. I was going to do it no matter what. If it wasn't going to work now, it was never going to work. That was my mindset going into it. So I contacted Micah, and we did a questionnaire and did all our questions, and he asked me what my goals were. Sure enough, I got my program, 16 weeks. The program changed every 4 weeks. It was a fantastic program, and as the program went on, I could see why the program was written the way it was for that 4-week segment. And so as I've gone through the process, I've learned so much about training my body and training for certain types of results, and I've learned certainly that training for weight loss is very different to training for like performance, for a performance sport, which is the only sort of training I knew before this. And so I didn't know why I would go into the gym, and I would kill myself for 2-3 weeks, wear myself out, trying to do a personal best every single day at the gym. and then getting very few results because obviously my diet wasn't up to scratch either. So the best thing about this process, not only that I've lost the weight, is that I've learned how to lose it, I've learned how to manage it myself, and I've learned to make it, I've basically made it a lifestyle. It wasn't just a fad. It's not just a fad, this program, it's an education system. So I'm really forever indebted to Micah and Diana and their system for what it's given me. So I told you how I found them. The online was fantastic, and what really helped me also was just the fact that I was accountable to someone again, which is a big thing for me. I've been big on team sports all my life, and that competitive environment's always what's motivated me. And I've always found training on my own. It was hard for me to find a training partner because I work shift work, so I can't be at the gym at the same time every day to fit in with someone else. And just the fact that I knew I had to be accountable at the scales by email with Micah every week for a weigh-in, it just gave me that little bit of extra spur I needed to stay focused at the task. I only had one cheat meal the entire 20 weeks, and the only reason I had that cheat meal is because we booked in this celebration brunch after the 16 weeks was due to be up, and it was only after we'd already booked and paid for it that we extended it to 20 weeks. So what I did was I went to that brunch with the new knowledge of how to eat, and okay, my calories were high that day, but I stayed away from sugar, I stayed away from carbs, and I purposely only had a couple of drinks of alcohol just to manage it. And okay, my weight loss was lower that week, but I did still lose weight, and I'm still very happy with my end result. So again, it's alluding to the education system that you're getting from the program, not just a quick fad, drop it all off. And I've got 100% belief and confidence that I won't put this weight back on like you hear so many other people do with diets. In fact, I feel like it's only the starting point for me now. I feel like I've already looked at my new goals, and I want to get my body fat down to under 10%. I want to get under that. And then I've already spoke to Micah, we're going to do a new program, and I want to then build some serious muscle while staying lean. So I just feel like this is only the starting point of like a lifetime journey for me now, and I couldn't be happier about it. It's completely changed my life. My family just look at me and talk about me in a different way now, my friends, my colleagues, and I just feel so great about myself, and I couldn't have done that without Micah's help. So if you're on I'm sure there's lots of people, if you're watching this and you feel like, oh, it's too hard, I can't do this, I would just say, just commit to the program. Just say, you know what, however long your program is, whether it's 12, 16 weeks, just say you're going to do it. You're just going to stick to that program and do it for that length of time, and just see what happens at the end of it. You know, you just never know. That'd be the one piece of advice I could give, and to just stick at it, and don't worry about your results from day to day. Just commit to that whole program, that whole amount of time, and just give yourself a chance. That's what that would be my advice to someone who's looking at starting up. Really, the best thing I can say about the Hitch Fit program is I spent 15 years on a roller coaster, just trying different things, trying to lose weight, having moderate success here and there, putting it all back on, and then some, the old cliche that you always hear. 15 years I tried to do that, and in 20 weeks I achieved everything, well beyond anything I could ever achieve. One little story I could give you is I had a pair of jeans, a pair of Levi's jeans that I bought in 1999. I couldn't fit into them. They were size 40 inch. And all the time that was my goal to try and get back into them. I never even got close. I couldn't even get down to 42s. When I signed up with Micah, I thought, man, if I could get into those jeans, that would be the greatest thing ever. I signed up sometime in October, and by the end of December I was already wearing those jeans, and now they're too big for me, and as I said, now I'm wearing size 36 inch jeans. The program is fantastic, the support system is fantastic, and you will not just lose the weight, you will learn so much about yourself and what it takes to achieve it and keep it off. I could not recommend this program anymore for anyone, and for the attention you get from Micah, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he finds the time to answer all these emails and keep up with his Facebook posts and his inspirational messages, but it's amazing what he does. It's an amazing system, and for the small price you have to pay, I think it's outstanding value. And you cannot put a price on what I've achieved through that program and what I've now given myself. I feel like I'm back to my old self when I was in my 20s, and I've got a whole new lease on life. The only thing left I've got to say is, what are you waiting for?